And we're back to being live. HOLOCURE once again. Making it the... I don't know, I guess it's my fifth stream now. And how exciting that I continue the HOLOCURE fun. I've done a little bit of digging since I initially started this challenge, and I have seen now that every stage has been beaten with no upgrades, but it may as well be impossible from what I've seen, since the RNG dependency on the final hard stage is insane. And I believe that, judging from the small bit that I've done and from what I know about the awful Stage 4 hard mode. So it's not surprising that it's essentially unbeatable with no upgrades. Does not make me any less sad. I do wish it still was doable, but it is unfortunate. I don't know if I will be attempting Stage 4 hard when the time comes. I do plan on trying the hard mode stages, but I'll be happy if I can just do the first 5, realistically. And maybe the first hard stage, because that one's actually quite doable. So last time we played this, I tried a few characters out. I believe my successful runs ended up being on Callie, Kiara, and maybe Bales? Hakos Bales? So now we've got a few more to try. The main one I was suggested is Fubuki, which I already knew Fubuki was going to be a challenge-specific character. She's very good at doing the hard stuff, so I already expected her to be on the list, but otherwise, yeah, I would just kind of gonna just keep doing things, because I don't really have a reason to really follow the meta quite yet, because as far as I know, the first 5 stages are all not very hard when it comes to itemless. Maybe the 5th stage, but I don't actually know. So we'll see when the time comes. But for now, we're on the 4th stage. From my personal experience, I actually struggled more with the 5th stage than I did the 4th, but I also wasn't as good at the game. So hopefully now it won't be as big of a deal. Alright. Don't know what characters typically are seen as good. There's a few standouts I've seen here and there. I know Kiryu Coco has some decent ratings on some people and some awful ratings on others, which is quite sad because she was my original favorite, but that's alright. We're gonna try Mume again, because last time I tried Mume, I got my ass kicked, so I want to give her a fair shake. So we beat, yeah, stage 1, we did. Callie, no issue. Stage 2, I don't actually remember who I ended up beating it with. Three was with Kiara. Excuse me, I'm reading the Discord, HOLOCURE Discord, because I did ask them for advice on this. Every stage has been beaten, no upgrades, though the final stage has only been beaten maybe 2 or 3 times. And I probably don't plan on being the 3rd or 4th person to beat that, because that sounds miserable. But only some characters have beaten all stages. Which makes sense, because obviously, you know, with a roster this big, not everyone can be created equally, so to speak. So, as far as I know, the only character to beat the final stage with upgradeless is Fubuki. And I wouldn't doubt if she's one of the only ones that could. I doubt Mume here could. But we're off to the races. think last time I played Mume on stream, I accidentally... I think I did a crit build by accident. And I'm sure crit builds probably can work on her, but I don't think it's a necessary evil. All ranged characters already have crit builds, why not mix it up a little bit? One thing I've been wondering is, I don't know if Discord actually has streaming integration with YouTube. I don't think it does. Anyways, speaking of Gorilla's Paw, since I did have a crit build last time, I actually skipped Gorilla's Paw, so I think we're gonna take it this time. Should be, yeah, negative 15% crit. I don't think 5% crit's worth building a crit for. I appreciate it, Getsume. You're a real one. Yeah, I saw you playing. I saw one of the people in the Discord playing Monster Hunter, or Baldur's Gate, and I was like, oh, I feel like I saw Getsume playing that, and then I checked, and then you're on stream with him. So I thought that was funny. But I'm glad to have you here, even if you have me lowered. Continuing the challenge I set out on last time. Oh. Been a few items I've been told to look out for. In terms of collabs, because while I do know a decent bit about like how the game's math works and what characters are good and whatnot, I don't actually know what collabs are good, since it's not the part of the game I focused on. So, thankfully, the Discord was very helpful on that. I die here. Oh. And they pointed me in a good direction for some item collabs, which is good. I think I have all the item collabs that I need unlocked. It's quite sad for VTubing as of late. Obviously, there's been a few graduations in the HoloLive sphere. But Garguda retiring is, I think, something pretty much all of the HoloLive community was expecting, but it is quite sad to see it actually happen. Even if it's been a long time coming. I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. We restart! Gorilla's Paw first item is not ideal. Ideally, we want a speed item just because of how slow we are, but it was a good start, honestly. I just kind of threw that with bad gameplay. But yeah, I mean, as someone who discovered HoloLive just like a couple days before the EN debuted, it's so weird to see them gone by now, honestly. Amelia was always my original favorite, but you know, I still liked Guda, so seeing her gone is a little bit tragic for sure. I don't think it affects me personally much. I wasn't really ever watching her content aside from a few karaoke streams, but it is still a sad loss, especially since her and Ame got along so well. So of course I had to like Girl because of that. It's funny I put this challenge on hold for a little bit, because this is ostensibly the second biggest reason I made a YouTube channel, is because I wanted to make a challenge run on this game. So it is strange it took me so long to get here. and continue this. But I got distracted. I'm not one to play games for that long at a time. I usually swap between games all the time. I'm dead. Oh my god. Oops. So, I went on my Guilty Gear kick for a bit. I actually did learn a new character since I last streamed. At least, like, you know, learned as in I can do a few of their things, but... kept up with the hitbox a bit. So, from what I've seen, the main crux of the problem with this no upgrades challenge is, well, down the line anyways, is that it is going to be super RNG dependent on getting the super feather, which is an item that revives you up to 5 times and increases your stats, I think, on the 3rd revive. And without that, it does make the runs a lot harder. So apparently, you just kind of... Ooh, sweet energy drink. Apparently, just kind of keep restarting for that, which is unfortunate. You know, the super RNG dependence games are pretty nightmarish to grind out, but I also can't be mad because it's ostensibly a roguelike, and it's a Vampire Survivors-like, so RNG is the name of the game. It'd be weird to be mad at the game for having RNG when that's, you know, why I play it, basically. I'm dead. Man! This is gonna be a while. We'll do one more run as Moonmay. Now that we're on the challenging-ish stages, I actually can't really get away with just running around in a corner. Because without a dash upgrade, it's a lot harder to get out of tricky situations. I have to start prioritizing defensive items first. An anvil? Wow. 30 seconds in, an anvil. This horn is good for the healing on kill. That is the probably the biggest weakness to... Not the biggest, by far, actually. Not even close to the biggest. One of the biggest issues, though, with this run is just how low our maximum HP is. So having a flat healing on kills is actually really nice. Since otherwise my only way of healing is through food, because one of the shop upgrades is the passive regen, because the game does not naturally have passive health regen until you buy an upgrade in the shop. Which is another game design decision I find interesting. There's a lot of wacky decisions in this game that I think are just kind of strange. But I can't really complain considering it's a self-imposed challenge, so it would be weird to be upset about something I'm limiting myself on. I have wondered, though, I do need to watch, once I get to the hard stages, I do need to watch how higher level people play this game, because I don't know when you're actually supposed to get your weapons. Because just the way I play, I've always focused on getting my items first, and maxing out my main weapon. But I don't think that's actually the way really supposed to do it. Granted, I'm sure there's no real wrong way of doing it, but... Oh, barrel. Uh-oh. I talked about it on my first stream, but when I originally thought of challenges to do for this game, there is a lot of extra challenges inside the focus shades. Skip it. There's a lot of challenges inside the shop you can actually enable for disabling weapons and items and increasing enemy spawns and whatnot, and my original idea was to do a hitless challenge because you can just enable that, but you know, the more I play this game, the more I realize how awful hitless can be in this. It is a lot easier nowadays because of the support dash item. Movement speed. Allowing you to essentially invulnerability frame anything, but Hollow Bomb. I don't think Hollow Bomb is particularly great, but it is a free weapon, so we'll take it. With our weapon maxed out, we're quite a bit better off now. Yeah, I can see a crit build not being super strong here. Since our base crit is only 5%, the focus shades would get us to 30% crit, which would be, I think, still very good and a worthy build on its own, but I think we are just going to skip it and try to go for raw damage. Ume doesn't necessarily have the greatest damage scaling, but she does scale infinitely, so I think it is something to consider. I don't know what she builds, because you can't really work on attack size either, because her bullets are not that big, therefore don't benefit a lot from scaling. The idle beam, getting that knockback is going to be nice. So I was told to look out for Dragonfire and Rap Dog. I did get the wrong item for both of those, so that's a bit of an annoyance, but I thought the fan beam was related to Rap Dog. Oh wait, no, that's for Dragonfire. Okay, we'll get Dragonfire first then, if we can. The big question mark, though, is definitely if we can get it, because since we have no rerolls and eliminations, we can't really choose what we're gonna get very easily. Another anvil, nice. That's an evil enemy spawn. Alright, I already would have been dead without the nurse's horn, so that's good. More anvils is always nice because our main weapon damage is extremely low, so getting more base damage on that is going to be a big buff once we start getting some good attack items in. Raven's Feather, we'll take it. Extra revive in case, and attack scaling. One thing that helps a lot with these Mume upgrades is now I can fire basically wherever I want on the screen, and it's never going to be wasted because the bullets are just going to go seek out enemies for me anyways. I can still kill a high priority target without losing on a bunch of damage, really. Another speed upgrade. Nice. Oh, uh-oh. I need as many speed upgrades as I can get, because I'm not getting any speed items yet. So unfortunately, without Sport Water, I need all the base stats I can get. That's nasty. Okay. I played that poorly, but that is a nasty combo. Okay, I think we have every Mume skill unlocked now. We just gotta level them up. What's crazy is once I inevitably go back to playing with max upgrades again, this game's gonna feel so fast. I'll probably be overwhelmed. Oh, I killed him. Oh, I'm dead. I forgot this guy's gimmick was slowing you down when you get close. That's really, really bad, and there's no way I get out of this. I have a revive. Okay. Super Nurse's Horn. I've never seen this. When defeating a target, there's a 30% chance to lifesteal 8 HP, then a further 5% of max HP. If taking a hit while HP is less than 15%, there's a chance to heal 30% HP. Nice. Well, I was absolutely saved there. That is quite convenient. The Raven Feather comes in clutch all the time. Take the Idle Song. Okay, so I need to remember, if I see a enemy with a blue aura around it, I need to kill it. Because on traditional runs, I'm fast enough that it's a minor inconvenience at best. But in runs like this, if I get slowed, I am just dead. So I do need to play that with a bit more caution. It's so hard to keep track of enemies in that pattern. Another anvil. Wow, I'm getting kind of crazy anvil luck for not having an anvil item on me. Means that this run, when it inevitably dies, is going to make me a lot sadder. It's a blue ring enemy in there. I need to kill him somehow before he gets too close to me. Maximum priority. I don't know what the red one does. I think it just makes the enemies faster, if I'm not wrong. Which is obviously not good, but it is not a death sentence for me if the enemies are a little bit faster. I just need to be faster than the enemies. So I am being forced into some poor positions here. Oh. Knowing that I can't really see the healing guy, and I don't have a way of necessarily getting to him right now. Okay, I got 2 bosses on me. That's not ideal. No. Damn, that hurt. Oh, I'm dead. I couldn't even see. Oh, I hate bosses being below me in this game. It's why I'm always below bosses when I can be, because you just can't see when they're below you. Their model covers you up. Okay, well, we're gonna retire Mume then. Well, that's... Didn't realize how unfortunate that wording is. We're gonna put her on the shelf for now. Let's try Zeta. I have no clue how people actually rank Zeta, but I quite like them. She is very slow though, which I'm realizing. I can't see my stats now, but... She on paper has a lot of the things that make a character good, so I'm hoping she's good for this kind of challenge. I don't know. I think she does have pretty poor scaling in general, but on-command invincibility is basically a necessity. Hers is a little slow. Energy drink right off the bat. Huge. Couldn't get it last time. I'll happily take it now. It's crazy how much of the issues the energy drink eliminates just right off the bat. 30% speed is so big. And I already got hit because I'm dumb. I don't know if I start with Infinite Pierce on Zeta. Or Zeta? I'm not seeing any Pierce limit, but it could just be that there's not enough enemies. So, no, there's no way there's a Pierce limit. I'm hitting like 30 enemies at once. I haven't gotten a single skill upgrade, though, which is kind of weird. I've just been getting main fire and energy drink. Not a bad outcome, but strange. Small knockback effect, really? I don't remember that. I think that has always been a thing, but small knockback is such a strange thing to have on a gun. I don't. Sure, I mean, sure. I'm in trouble. I can't believe I survived that. That was a really poor decision that I made in a panic, but I phased through it just fine. The Just Bandage is not great, considering I have literally no HP, and therefore I can't even take a hit without dying. But the idea of that sounds great, so I will take it. I just need a food to drop, and then I can heal just enough for the bandage to take effect. Because I'm pretty sure if I get hit by even one thing, I'm definitely dead. I'm having really bad difficulty killing anything because I am getting out-healed. I'm trying to find the healing enemy in there somewhere, but I'm also scared to keep my attention down there because I'm worried I'll run into something. Unfortunately, my damage I do is almost comparable to the exact amount of damage they heal. So I am in somewhat of a pickle right now. Burger! Another burger! Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, I've solved my low health issue. I just need to kill these dumb healing enemies. I've not solved my health issue. That's fine. It's practically resolved. There's no way I'm gonna kill the healing guy. Okay, we're just gonna loop around for XP then. I really need all the XP on the ground there. I'm dead. Oh. I'm not dead. I'm just close to dead. Normally I would have gone for the energy drink upgrade, but I really need more damage. So if I can get the stealth shots, that would be lovely. How long am I going to be training these enemies for, man? I'm never going to kill anything, man. At least now I have wide enough shots that I can realistically be hitting more enemies that need to be hit. But, like, I could really use some sort of weapon right now to kill something. Some sort of damage buff. Because I may as well just be tickling these guys right now. I think focus glasses would be the best outcome here, but bit of a tough find. I'm in an infinite loop, man. Uh-oh. Oh, computer lag. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm so dead. There is no getting out of that. I don't think that was... I mean, obviously it's my fault, but I also don't feel like that was too much of Zeta's fault either, because I just literally could not get any damage upgrade I needed. But I should have focused the healer down more when I had the opportunity, so it is very much my fault. That did emotionally hurt a little bit. Because that was an otherwise good run, I just kind of stunted by playing poorly. I just didn't think it'd be an issue, but then I could now heal the healing of 2 of them. But for Zeta, it's definitely going to be the standard crit build. Oh, I forgot to see if my thing still has a trial. Uncritical hits nominal attacks. Oh, that would have been helpful. I'm using a program I talked about a little bit ago to remove saliva declicks from my speech. And I haven't checked if the trial ran out, and when the trial runs out, it is supposed to mute my mic randomly. So hopefully that's not happening. I have no way of knowing, I suppose. Okay, invisibility. This run's kind of the opposite now. I'm getting all the upgrades as soon as possible. And, nothing else at the moment. Yeah. Main invincibility saved me there, but I had no way out of that. This is where I die, potentially. Almost. Yeah. What is Zeta's speed? 1.4. Even 1.4 speed is brutal, man. It's so hard. I'm getting skill issued so badly. It's kind of funny, actually. I don't think Amelia's gonna work, but I like Amelia. We'll make it work. Well, I don't think Amelia's gonna work at all, actually. It's rough already. I forget what it's like to have a weapon without infinite pierce, and also just no pierce. A great decision making there. A decision making process there. Ideally, I think Amelia actually uses a lot of stamps in her builds to help make her better, but without stamps, I do kind of just have to hope for the best. Quite a few stamps that are good for her with the crits, and then the extra projectiles on ranged attacks, but infantry Ames make do. What's my base crit chance? 10%, really? It's, yeah, without more crit items, it's pretty bad. Although I guess that is just kind of how it is without upgrade stats. I think the highest base crit in the game is only 15%, so I shouldn't be surprised. Bubba! I don't think Bubba's gonna be much help, but I love Bubba. Bark all the enemies to death. I really need to upgrade her gun to at least... Oh, I'm dead. No. To temporarily alleviate the hit limit issues, but getting gun upgrades is rough. Hey, there it is. Never mind. Bullet ricochets of hit limit is reached. Definitely not as good as just Infinite Pierce, in my opinion, but it is at least something. I need to keep my eye on this healing guy. The problem is now, since I don't have Infinite Pierce, I am in quite the... when it comes to actually damaging him. Or is an issue of just not focusing him. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I just don't have a way of getting to multiple people at once. The lack of Pierce is rough. Let's do bales. Didn't know the dice could hit the same enemy twice when it's lingering on the ground like that. It's so nice playing Bales. I'm not gonna say she's like the easiest character in the game, but she is quite gifted in terms of power, and just having that 1.6 times speed is so nice. I already feel fast. Obviously, the extremely RNG-dependent damage is not great, but you know. Part of the fun. With Bales being effectively my Oshi. Yeah, I feel just, like, responsible for beating the game with her. Also, that was really bad movement, and I should feel ashamed. I didn't even try to move there. I'm really bad with actively moving enemies for some reason. The enemies change directions in their lines. I'm just kind of screwed because my brain just instantly shuts down. I don't think this run's gonna last much longer. Just kidding! Raven's Feather. I don't really want to waste it, but I am quite low on health. Anvil. Yeah. Oh well. I think traditionally you actually could take Gorilla's Paw on Bales just because her crit chance gets so high, but because I don't have those additional crit stats starting off with, I think it is a pretty risky take. Since I don't have stamps and such to make up for my missing crit like I would normally have. Yeah, playing Bales. Yeah, it just feels so privileged. Everything just falls. It's so good. Also, this is the first time I've encountered this, where all of these items are actually quite bad for me. I was worried about this when I initially started this challenge, where I would get poor item pulls, but this is worst case scenario, where all of these items are not very good. On Bales specifically, because the Stolen Piggy Bank is just not helpful at all for me. Minus the speed upgrade, it is quite nice, but I think the Stolen Piggy Bank doesn't actually give you any benefit in the end. Aside from more money, let me check actually. Yeah, it just gives me speed, which is good, but
it doesn't do anything else for me. And my pickup range, I think, would be negative then, which I don't think does anything, but that does sound quite risky. The beetle doesn't work on bales. The headphones are okay, and the GWS pill just doesn't really work either. I get the increased crit benefit, but I also don't have skill attacks, so. I think it's either a piggy bank or a headphones. I would much rather have the sport water than the stolen piggy bank, because the water gives, or the energy drink gives speed and attack speed, and this just gives base speed, and it's not even that good base speed. So I think we go headphones, as pretty bad as it is on bales. We'll take it. I also got Idle Song from there, that's big, because we need that for the Rap Dog combination. Really, last time I did this run, I didn't even kill the boss. First mini-boss. And now I killed it in like 20 seconds. It is partially because I got a really good starting combination. Getting early maxed out dice is pretty strong, but the difference between a front-loaded character is pretty crazy. Study glasses is traditionally pretty good. I don't know how good it actually is for stage modes. I know it's good for endless, but try working on our weapon a little bit, or yeah, our weapons. Get the idle notes good and usable. I don't know how the anvils actually work on Bale's dice. Because Bale's dice, obviously it does different damage based on what number you roll, but I don't know if base damage upgrades affect the dice rolls in any meaningful way. Like, I don't know if rolling a 1 gets you +2 damage, and then rolling a 6 still gets you +2 damage, or if the 6 multiplier is somehow applied to the base damage. Or maybe like 3 is the base damage of the character, then anything below that is less, and anything above that is more? I don't know. If that makes any sense, anyways. Oh. I hate these maps because I'm so used to seeing these backgrounds that I just kind of assume everything here is a background and I can just walk through it. But that is definitely not the case. Hope Soda! Critical hit damage. Huge. Kind of funny that for a no upgrades challenge, Hope Soda is actually better than a normal run, just because you don't have to deal with the downside at all. Having reduced supercharge doesn't matter when you don't have a super. Golden Yagu, please. There's no way I'm gonna be able to kill you. That's just kidding! There is every way I can kill you. I really badly need Nurse's Horn. I'm definitely dead. I don't have any way of healing. Stay back. Please, I need to upgrade so I can get Nurse's Horn. No! Oh, that was a good run. That was a good run. I'm definitely feeling the burn of item RNG here. sad part is, I don't actually know how hard this even is. I don't know when the challenging people consider the game to get challenging. Like, how does this compare to Stage 1 hard mode? I don't know. Because Stage 1 hard mode was in this game before this stage was. I think I'd take plus 12% movement speed on literally every character but Bales, in terms of, like, early on stats, because plus 12% movement speed is so big, but with Bales, I don't usually have to worry about my movement speed. Really just poor decision making and bad luck that gets me killed. Critical hits can now be orange, but since my crit chance is so low, we'll probably never see it for a long time. Keeping my eyes peeled. Nurse Horn! Big. I got healing. That was what I was missing last time. Hey, we got an orange crit. Oh, we got 2 of them. Wow. 1% chance right now, isn't it? Yeah. 10% chance to crit, then 10% chance to crit double. That's crazy. I guess I am hitting enough enemies and attacking enough to see it, but crazy. Not killing the boss as fast this time, but I am less powerful than when I last reached it. And there's a lot of enemies in the way. And out of excuses, but something like that. Not super unhappy my run died last time, because, well, it was a good start. I was kind of forced into taking an item I didn't really want. So it's not a big... problem now is killing this dumb healing enemy. Forced to take the long way. At least on Bales, I have enough damage to damage the healing of the one guy, compared to Zeta, where I was just in a healing loop. So I'm still not even close to killing the boss, apparently. I don't know what's preventing me from even killing it. I had no issues last time. I don't think he's healing that much. Dude, can you die, please? What is going on? Please? He's upside down. He's down under. I'm not killing anything again. I'm stuck in a heal loop again. How am I struggling so much with this? Fails should never have troubles killing anything. What am I doing? I need to get that healing guy gone. I'm like the damage character. I can't even see where he is anymore though. In there somewhere. Definitely where I wish I had Callie's instant death options. I can just ignore the healing guys. No, another boss. Where are you? Please. I really need a good upgrade here. Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, well, you repeat. New challenge. Can I kill a single enemy in HOLOCURE with no upgrades? Signs point to no. Maybe there's a challenge category where you keep every enemy alive. Pacifism run. That'd be quite hard, actually. Maybe just pacifist boss run. No bosses can be slain. I'm gonna die. I don't know how my damage is so poor right now. I think it's just because I don't have any crit, and I don't have any attack scaling. I just have, like, support items right now. Because I haven't found anything else. Oh, I'm dead. Another good run that just unfortunately kind of fell apart from not getting what I needed. Sad. Good starts, but then they just can't follow through. It is kind of fun watching the dice. And seeing... Oh, this is a good start, actually. Watching the dice and seeing the difference in clearing damage, because when I roll a 1, it'll be like 4 damage, 6 damage, and then I'll roll a 6 and it'll be like 40, 50, 60 damage. Unfortunate turn of events there. Just stay close by the boss. Try and get it killed. Or the healer guy spawns and it ruins my day again. Oh, he's back. Red crits! I will help my damage substantially, even if my weapon is much lower level than where I was last time on this run. Oh, it's scary to do every time. Yeah, now my damage is high enough that I can almost one-shot many enemies, which is great because one-shotting them is the best way to out-heal, I guess, out-damage the healing. More crit chance. Use the red crits. Start getting back into our heal loop again until we get more XP. Knockback on hit is not necessarily that great, but I have an option there. I'm dead. Yeah, that was really bad decision making there. that was really poor. I just ran to my death there. Okay. More time as Bale. I really shouldn't be struggling on Bale. She's extremely good. I'm just, struggling a lot in general. Kinda hoping I could beat 4 and 5 today, but I'm already quite tired. And I'm struggling with 4. So we'll probably have to push 5 back to tomorrow. I mean, I can even beat this. Oh, Hope Soda this early on is so good. It sucks to get now, but we'll take it. If we can just move past it at the moment and come back to it later, that'd be great. They should have gone for higher crit chance again. They have the Hope Soda. Could have pushed that a little bit. Definitely not getting a lot of XP these runs, partially because lack of killing, and partially because my pickup range is non-existent, but... The potato! The upgrade that increases your XP gain, I think it's by 30 or 40% total once you get it maxed out. It is, it's tough to lose that, for sure. My scaling is just not ideal. Also getting really low damage numbers. There we go. Go back around. Swing by all the XP. Which I can grab. Would have liked to have 2 dice, but now that we can double crit, we can take better advantage of our crit damage. Even though the 2 dice would have been a better investment. Please, double dice. No! Oh, okay, well, we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle again. And I have no healing again. Oh, back to the, infinite time loop again. Oh. Alright. Alright. We switch character. Bales should be the easiest one, and I just can't make it work, and I'm so sad about it. Oh. Oh well. Just hope we get lucky on Callie. Getsume, I'm glad to see you're still here. Callie is going to be really slow, but there are now 2 speed items we can get instead of just 1. So that's going to help a lot with our speed. As long as we don't get horribly unlucky. Beetle's a pretty good find here. I don't remember what all of our skills are, actually. We'll skip the beetle for now. Even though that would have been a good idea to have. It is nice to play a melee character again after playing a ranged time. Crazy how much tankier these little guys are than the penguins. I don't know who these guys are modeled after, actually. I don't know which fan base they are. I don't know most of the fan bases in this game. Attack size and knockback effects of weapons by 10%. I don't remember if Callie gets knockback. All these items are actually really bad to find. I would like to skip all of them. Plus 3% crit is not great. But I think Nightly Milk is kind of just throwing. Unfortunately, without the knockback stamp, there's no way to add knockback to my kit. if I don't already have some. Also, I forgot to be recording this whole time. I'm gonna have to download the VOD. It's gonna look like shit. We're recording now. Oh well. Anyways, ignore that. We're gonna pass on. No, let me look up what she does, what her kit is, just in case knockback can come into effect. Okay, no, she has no knockback, so Nightly Milk is a waste, and the Glow Stick is not very good, and Sake is awful, so we're going 3% crit chance, baby. Hallelujah. OA level. The lack of speed is already apparent. Not even a child, just a parent. Oh, anvil. We have a bit more damage now with our chance of loading and insta-killing. Faster attack speed. Do you think we're still... Oh my god. Okay, that's bullshit. The fences there that outstretch into the field because, you know, perspective, they're made to look tall. I actually have a hitbox that extends into the field. That's so bullshit. Hold on. Yeah, that's crazy. You actually have to go around these, despite them just being perspective. That's insane. I shouldn't have been down there, but like, come on, game. That's just mean. Like this early part. All the enemies are just nice and simple. They all die in one hit. The XP, it's nice. Nice and calm. I don't think the XP glasses are the way to go, but we'll take them. It's so weird because the penguins are nice and simple, and then you just hit a brick wall once these little fire dumpling things are spawning. My rate of killing just drops off a cliff. Not looking great right now. Always want to be below the boss, because if I'm on top of the boss, I can't see shit. I'm dead here, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We keep going, we keep going. We just gotta find a speed item. It is Callie's biggest weakness in this challenge for quite some time is no speed. So I just gotta find Ninja Headband or Sport Water or whatever this game calls it, and then we chillin'. Of course, now I get Focus Shades. Couldn't find it the entire time I played a ranged character. But when I play a melee character, first upgrade I get. Would have been nice on Hakos Bales. Whatever. I did like having the music note as an item for extra damage last time. No, when I was at work earlier, I saw someone with a Hakos Bales shirt, a sweatshirt. And it's weird because, you know, I live in the Midwest. I don't expect to see that much here. But it's also weird because I have never seen HoloLive merch in person, just like out in the wild. I see it at like cons and whatnot for the little that come to town, but seeing it in real life is just a weird feeling. I was tempted to say something, but I was working. And he wasn't even near me. I just saw him walk by. I was like, is that Hakos Bales from HoloLive? On the back of his sweatshirt? And then I was thinking about that the entire rest of the day. And I took a creep shot of him, I'm not gonna lie. I took a creep shot from the back. Because I was like, oh my god, guys, you're not gonna believe this. I was grateful he did not turn around to look at me at any point. So I don't know if any of my coworkers saw me do it. I think one of them did, and he probably just thought I was insane. But if my coworker did see, he had the decency not to ask me why I took a picture of some guy, which was quite considerate of him. Okay, so this run, all we really need is some healing, and then we have a really good basis to keep going, because we have insta-kill, we have healing, we just need speed. Then we'll be looking pretty good. We even killed the boss, which has been very rare tonight, despite being a mini-boss and not that hard. But for me, it's been quite the challenge, it seems. Although I'm very clearly already feeling the burn of no movement speed. Song upgrade, not ideal, but I'll take it. I am so dead. I'm like unbelievably dead. I'm not dead. I'm so unbelievably alive, but like, barely. I'm so dead. I'm alive. I'm so alive again. I can't die. I'm the Grim Reaper. Okay. Debuff man, can you stop debuffing me and just leave me alone? Why are you following me so aggressively? Thank you. I didn't kill him. He's still here. There we go. The healing guy runs around and just ignores me, but the debuff guy really hunts you down. Guess makes sense, but like, come on. Give me some space. Oh, I got stuck on something. Oh. God damn, it's blew up like 20 enemies at once. That was awesome. Only the insta-kill worked on bosses. I know why it doesn't, but why not, you know? Think about how cool that would be, and very skill-based. Now I just need to hope my insta-KO just kills all the healing guys. That would make my life a lot easier. Oh. Not killing Golden Yagu. I don't think I should even be worried about it. There's no reasonable way I could kill him unless he's not immune to being one-shot. Oh well. Sad loss. First time in a while killing all the healing guys. So we're looking good there. The problem is... yeah, that. Again, another good run, but without any speed. It is so hard. And I just cannot for the life of me find the ninja headband or the energy drink. I can see why no upgrades is just never done, because this category is miserable in just finding the items you need. It also removes the character ultimates, which are part of the fun of the game. I've removed all fun from this game, and I'm just playing it. That's the end of the sentence. I removed all fun and I'm playing it. I'm just forced to suffer. There is another source of speed I could get. I'm pretty sure at max rank, Callie is faster. Maybe not actually. I thought I remember something with speed. Okay, yeah, her workaholic at max rank gives speed. So I might just have to go and try and grind that as much as possible. Scythe also gets really high chance to insta-KO enemies, which would be really nice. So I should probably pick a lane and try just focusing on that, but since I can't choose what I'm getting, it's also kind of hard to pick a lane. We're at level 4 on the main weapon. I have taken a lot of damage already, though. That's going to be hard to take back. It is strange to me that passive healing is just not a natural part of this game. I'm surprised that's locked behind an upgrade. I understand it being slower passive healing without the upgrade, but no healing is just kind of strange to me. Also, I don't think there's any coming back from this run. I would love to get my Scythe maxed for some insta-killing, but, like, I'm so far gone. Ooh, good chain. Another good chain. Take Raven's Feather because I am about to die. Would like to get the Scythe maxed, but you know, yeah, I'm dead. Well, it didn't kill me. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. And what I gotta do is pray right now. Yeah. Not. Okay. I guarantee you, now that I have maxed, now that I'm one away from max Scythe, my next upgrade is going to be all the items I could have needed before max upgrade. It's gonna be Energy Drink, Ninja Headband, name it. Well, yeah, I called on the Ninja Headband. Well, I am dead regardless, I think, here. Yeah, just one hit. Man, I finally got it. It just happened to be at the worst time. That was actually kind of a bit of a shame, though. If I just got that a little bit earlier, I was so close to getting my stuff maxed. Okay, we're gonna pass on study glasses, which is kind of insane since I got that first item. But I just really want to get a good start on building things. Early on is great. Don't need it now, but good to have that in now rather than never. Up again. The death, insta-KOs, and explosions are a majority of our damage, so it's never really a loss to get that done. Energy drink! Huge! Okay. As long as we get some more upgrades on energy drink, we are set on speed. I'd still like to get Ninja Headband, but we do have enough speed to meaningfully avoid a lot of things. I think now I'm just the same speed as basically Bales, maybe a bit slower, but fine. Bales is quite fast as is. HP reduction, you know, not great, but it's just such a good item that it's hard to pass up on. Oh my god. Good clear. This is definitely the fun part about Callie. Oh my god! Okay. Huge, actually. Actually, insanely huge. Double speed items. The two big items we need. I can't throw this now. I just need Ninja Headband. Or, Nurse's Horn. And maybe a bandage. And we will be good. Obviously, our damage is going to suffer a bit if I just focus on these items, but because our damage primarily comes from insta-killing anyways, it's not a huge loss. Nurse's Horn. Okay. Huge. Wow, okay. Now we look for, I guess, Body Pillow? Ouch. Scary. And focusing on finishing Death. Been playing so much Persona recently that whenever I hear Death, I think of the Arcana now. Although I guess you could say the same about Balatro, too. When I was really into Balatro, I'd think about Death. It's a tarot card of Balatro. Oh my god, those chain reactions on the explosions are so satisfying. Makes me feel so powerful. Oh, no! Please! Heal me back! I take it back! I take it back! Heal me! Please, Callie, get some kills. Thank you. Ugh. I was too happy. The game had to humble me there. About to get humbled again. Oh, I think Death only activates when I get a kill, doesn't it? That's why I'm really struggling to... So I'm struggling to activate it. It's because I'm never getting kills. I really gotta upgrade my main weapon, I guess. Because, yeah, with... Oh my god, though. That clear... Oh, I killed the healer with that, too. Actually insane. Insane clear. Nice. I lure them away from the anvil. Energy drink will max energy drink. We are now fast enough to deal with most situations, and we have good healing. My only real downside now is damage, which is not a huge deal, and lack of max health, which is a big deal, and I don't necessarily have a solution for that right now. Face mask would be very good, but it is risky. It's harder stages, and because I don't have much health to spare. So, we'll go with Death level 3. That's enough to go through this. Nice. Another anvil. That's going to get us to max scythe. This is going to be by far the furthest we're going to run so far tonight. If I can get this. Huge. 10% chance insta-KO. Death is going to activate way more. We have good damage. Yeah, this is going to be... This is the furthest we're going to get. Now we just gotta focus on getting our weapons and survivability up. Workaholic is gonna get us yet more speed. We're extremely fast now. I think an Edge headband might have been a waste, honestly, at this point. Yeah, we're so fast now. Normally it's... Oh, I was not looking. Normally we're so slow that I have to focus on speed a bunch, but yeah, we're at 130% now. I think this is like the normal speed I'm used to before I started this challenge, and now I feel like I'm too fast. Take the potato, because that's going to be for Rap Dog. Good KO lines. This is another good chain. Beetle.
It does help for the skill explosions, but for the insta-kill, it's not going to make a difference. So I don't think it's worth it. Focus on the Spud for now. All XP pickup, that would be quite nice. I get a good chain here. That feels good. There it is. Gorilla's Paw. I took Gorilla Paw last time because the crit on Callie doesn't seem very important to me, especially because we don't have her ultimate, which increases your crit for a short time. So I think Gorilla's Paw actually is worth it here. Even though the Rapper is going to give us crit chance. Because I'm pretty sure that attack damage will apply to our skills as well. I don't know, honestly. I don't really know how that math works on Gorilla's Paw still. We'll take it. Also, I almost killed myself again. Could really use some kills here. This is why Bandage would definitely not be a bad investment, because I'm very good at getting myself into bad situations. Because I get too eager. Chicken's Feather would be nice, because it'd give us some extra lives, but I just don't like the Chicken's Feather. The headband. I like Nurse's Horn, just because I keep getting close to death and crying. So I'll play it a bit more safe and take the HP again. Nice. Anvil. I think I'm going to skip on upgrading the main weapon. It probably is worth it. But since, again, we're going for insta-kill stuff, I think just getting through our items is a better idea. Now, Ninja Headband won't show up on the upgrade list anymore. Take Nurse's Horn. That's maxed. So now it's just going to be Gorilla's Paw and Spud that's going to show up, and some new items. Ideally, we want some new items that can help us out with either... Oh, no! Oh my god. I'll need to rewatch that. I don't feel like I got hit by the cloud that much. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have an excuse. That was just really bad. I'm watching the VOD of that, though. That's crazy. I was looking so good. I was like at max health, and then I just got... I just got destroyed by clouds. Oh, I see. Okay, rewatching the VOD. I got hit by the cloud and panicked and ran into an enemy, but because I was directly on top of the enemy, I couldn't see it. So I just thought I died to the cloud. Oh, that's so brutal, man. That was the best run by far, but I guess that's just how it goes when you go for a no HP build. Well, I was really hoping to get the body pillow up for some extra HP, but unfortunately I played that poorly. This is really making me question my decision for this challenge.
Right. On to Aqua. Wow. Ninja headband and energy drink at once. That's funny. I'll take energy drink. Can't take ninja headband on a ranged character, but that's fine. Oh. Oh my god, my health is so low. 35.6? That's crazy. Can take 2 hits. Well, I don't actually know what to do in this case then. That is a really low amount of health, and not a lot of items that increased max health that aren't also percentage based on your max health. So I guess they're all not really percentage based, but I don't know. I just feel like health increasing items are not very good. Maybe I'm just misguided. Still alive, increase max HP by 10. That does help. That is only 8 because of my Gatorade, but it's fine. That was a really bad line. I don't know why I took that. An anvil. The healing guy just spawned. Not great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a healing loop again. At least I'm fast. That's definitely a big gain with Aqua here. Enemies are so fast sometimes because they just push each other towards you and they get stuck on each other. Those penguins can schmoo when they're all bunched up like that. I want to finish the nerd glasses for more XP, but I kind of need damage so I can beat these enemies. I'd love to better take advantage of the broom gravity, but I can only take advantage of it for so long. So I gotta loop back around over top the enemies. So I can't just run infinitely downwards. Oh, I forgot I gotta run. No! I forgot I have to run through that. That's my bad. This early game here, this early stage gives you so much confidence because everything just dies in one hit. They're all cute little penguins that just kind of waddle at you. They're non-threatening, and then reality comes, and everything is extremely good at killing you. Man, Ninja Headband. I get that twice already? That's crazy. I don't know how necessary Sport Water is on Aqua, simply because she gets her like really high speed boost from her skills. But it's also a tough skip because Sport Water is more than just the speed too, since it also gives you the attack speed / haste if you want to go by the game's definition. I think it's still worth taking, but the lack of health you have is scary at times. Soul Diver, was it worth it? A flyer in the circus. Oh. Can I get Broom? Let's go! Broom maxed at 233. That's a pretty good time. Oof. Yeah, rough damage there. Now that, yeah, with the wet debuff that the brooms apply, we definitely have the damage now for the tough enemies. We just need to get some items to make this doable. Predominantly a health regen item. I don't really know what, but we want health regen and max HP, which is not an uncommon combination, but it is going to limit us. Just not a ton we can do in terms of that upgrades. Body Pillow's big. It's one of the ones I wanted. Usually, I think the Body Pillow is kind of mid because only having a 15-point shield and at best 35-point shield is not a lot. Stick.
I don't remember my collabs. I think that's what... Yeah, normally 15 points and 35 points of HP isn't that much, but when our HP is comparably so low in no upgrades mode, it is quite handy to have a build, basically regardless of the amount that it can take. So with the wet debuff, enemies are just going to keep taking a stacking amount of increased damage from our attacks. So even with really low, like no damage stuff, we can do a ton of damage to enemies simply because of how much our buff stacks and increases the amount of damage enemies take. Probably go for a bandage or healing item. Yeah, we're doing like what, 276 damage on a crit there? Since the bosses survive for so long, I don't think the stacks wear off, so you just do a ton of extra damage to the bosses. Cleaning Maid is maxed. We have pickup range now. We need to get the focus shades, and then we'll actually have pretty good crit. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so our damage is quite solid. In fact, since we have basically unlimited scaling on our main attack, we don't actually need any more damage items. We're still gonna take one. I think we could probably do with a Hope Soda for the increased crit damage, since we have good crit chance now. But it's not actually a big deal if we and get our hands on more attack. Every sacrifice for one. Would you do it again? Would you do it again? Would you do it again? You and I are taking off. Oh, this is not looking like a good decision. That was a really bad decision. Now I need a bandit and a nurse's sword. And my shield is gone. And I'm scared because now I'm one hit. By literally every enemy in the game. I'm dead. I'm dead. The slowness enemy killed me again. It's so weird to be worried about him because in normal gameplay, I never have to worry about the slow enemy. I can just outrun him. He's a mild inconvenience at best. And then in this game mode, he's so hard because he reduces my speed, and my speed is already so slow. We'll do one more run as Bales. And then going to bed. Waiting for someone. Waiting for someone. Waiting for someone. Waiting for someone. What the fuck? I just gotta sing and then I make anvils appear. Hold on. Soul Diver, was it worth it? Soul Diver. Oh, Hope Soda. This is crazy. A flyer in the circus. Oh, the cancers on the surface. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve. I just gotta sing. Everything goes my way when I'm singing, apparently. Except every song that comes to mind is a song I don't know the lyrics to very well for some reason. I don't know how quickly I could kill the boss right now. I don't have that much damage yet. Without some really good luck. My crit chances, yeah, 10%. I'd have to get... I can get orange crits on enemies, I think. But, yeah, like right there. But even if I do, there's no guarantee it's even good damage. Just by nature of how Bales works. Ideally, I really gotta kill this boss before the healer spawns, because then I'm just gonna be stuck in the infinite loop again. But honestly, stunning him is just kind of hurting me, because then he gets too far away from my attacks. Hey, nice. So, ideally now, I want, obviously, some survivability items, because I have no survivability, but Focus Shades was, like, literally all I'm missing to have a good crit build. And then I have all my damage items done, practically. Yeah, just gotta power through that. Like to kill the healer, but not a choice I gotta make, really. Nice. We'll take the plug type Asakoko. I don't know if the book is gonna cloud up my weapon inventory because I'm never gonna make it into anything. But I think we're gonna take it just because it's a free item and it is convenient to have at times. Okay, now I just really, really badly want a healing item for some survivability. Golden Diver, was it worth it? Soul Diver, a flyer in the circus. Ideally, I want to stay out of the range of this guy that's debuffing my damage, but I also want to kill the healers, and unfortunately those two things are not exclusive. I can't really get to one without killing the other one. We'll take the bandage. It's not ideal for healing, but it is going to be helpful in the long run. Like I said, I think our damage actually is pretty fine, all things considered. It's okay right now. I just need to focus on getting some survivability so I can actually live to damage things. Ideally, I'd have my ult to kill these enemies with, which is what ults are designed to do, is help me out here, but unfortunately I don't have that option. Complaining about it isn't going to help me, but it is a big loss, since ults really help fill in the characters' part of their kits that they're missing. The priority targets and whatnot, but I don't have a way of killing priority targets, aside from just praying. Uh-oh. Bandage, you're gonna have to put in some work. Yeah, I'm definitely getting back to that infinite heal loop I was in last time I played Bales. I am still getting some kills. It's just nothing I need, though. Ugh. Hello, Getsume. You always know just what to say. Not killing anything, man. Okay, so that slowing enemy will kill me if I do not kill him. But I also don't really have a way of killing him. So we're in a loop right now. And I really need something to get me out of this loop. None of this helps. The Harbinger of Chaos does help with my crit chance, but that is just the unfortunate inevitability with Bay, is that if I'm not getting a bunch of kills, I can't get to the back line, and if I can't get to the back line, I can't kill the healers, so then I can't get a bunch of kills, and then I get distracted, and then I get stuck on a ledge, and then I almost die, and then I loop, and I do the same thing for like 3 hours because I'm just looping in a stage that's not even that hard, but I'm bad at the game. And then I spiral, and then Getsume joins my stream, and he sees me in the exact same place I was when I started because nothing has changed, and this is all I've done for 2 hours, and nothing even happens anymore. And I kill myself, and I'm just so bad at this game, and I kill myself. It's the average day of my life, I suppose. What would be a fun character? Let's do Nakiri Ayame.
Okay, more XP drop. I'm with that. I'm gonna hear this music in my nightmares, man. I kind of wish I could just listen to my own music on the side. And just be streaming whatever my game audio is, but that'd feel so cheap, and then I'd be singing songs all the time that, like, no one else can hear because I wouldn't be routing it into my stream. So I'd just be chilling, listening to my things, and then I'd be subjecting who's ever in my stream to listen to this song for 3 hours on repeat. When I'm listening to Call Me Maybe instead. It's hard to look right at you, Getsume, but here's my Discord, so ping me maybe. And all the other bots try and ping me. And I don't know where to take this song. Glad I'm getting all this speed bonus, but I'd really appreciate it if I could get some damage. I'm just going to be stuck doing this for a long time because I've yet to upgrade my weapon more than once. And I've definitely critted an infinite loop by now because I have no damage. And this healing guy is just going to screw me over the entire time. But I am extremely fast, which is great. That does fix the #1 issue with this challenge is your speed, but I did throw with my upgrade choices. But that's part of the fun. The speed. If only the speed actually converted to damage. A whole 13 and 14 per hit. With these enemies with hundreds of health, I could kill them in no time. Ow. Insanity. Swapping out damage for another. Finding different ways to draw a picture that comes out the same. This sucks. I'm not even killing anything anymore. I'm just staring at them. I might purposely have to get myself killed so the Raven's Feather will activate and kill the heal. You know what? Yeah. No, we're just gonna do that. Oh wait, I have a damage immunity. That's fine. I did do that at the worst possible time, but that's fine. The healers are gone, and all it caused me was a revive. don't know what my final upgrades do on my main weapon, but I'm hoping that it's something very impactful because I'm really lacking right now in a lot of aspects in my personal life and perhaps in HOLOCURE. And HOLOCURE does present an option to one of those things. It's not my personal life. Defeating a target that's been hit by dual katana will increase haste by 1%. Buff decreases by 1% every second. I'm not defeating a single target ever. This is not going to help me. Oh well. Oh my god, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. That was nice. Maybe it is actually working. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm getting any kills. But apparently I am to keep the buff going. I'm crazy. Maybe I'm better at this game than I thought I am. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what that means. No, that's awkward. Okay, one more level and I get maxed weapon. I just got to hope that maxed weapon is really good and presents something run changing, because as it stands, my run is eventually going to die due to lack of damage. So as long as I get something that can increase my damage substantially, or like range of damage, I should be fine. Also really fast, so even with the speed debuff, it's actually not a big deal if I get stuck within the blue circle and get speed debuffed. I'd still prefer that not to happen, but I am faster than things, at the very least. I'm getting no XP though, and I am very clearly not getting any kills, so this is not ideal. Let's double back around for these. Please be enough XP just everywhere on the ground so I can level up and get a grade. Not the case. All right. We're gonna be struggle bussing here for a little bit. For a lot of bit. I'm not getting any kills. Come right this way. Right out of the healing range, please, because that's what I need you to do for me to win. Please. Please, I will tickle you to death. And you will be healed to life. So we're just gonna be stuck in a loop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna get anything done here. There's so many enemies stacked on top of each other with just bullshit everywhere. It's so over. I already used my Raven's Feather too, so I can't manually clear them. Starting to think the Chicken's Feather might be just like a necessary item, so I can go through these really hard rounds and reset my mistakes. Swear, if I get the main weapon upgrade and it's just like, huh, you have 10% more range, I'm gonna be so upset. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good, because this guy is going to kill me. But we live another day right now. Live to die another day. Just like James Bond once said. I think.
Oh, okay. I can't see the screen. That's cool. No big deal. I didn't want to... Okay, that's cool. I didn't want to see the game at all. That's fine. Dude, you're so fast, and I have no way of blocking your dumb projectiles. What am I to do? This game hurts my soul. Why did I take this challenge? It shouldn't even be that hard. I'm just bad. I'm being forced to reconcile with the fact that I'm not actually that good at video games, and I just play them a lot. What an awful fate. Why did I want to be a challenge VTuber? Challenge YouTuber? I don't know anything about challenge games. Well, I did say that would be the last run. I do have all of tomorrow to do this, so I can cry about this tomorrow as well. Such an awful use of my time. I have games I enjoy playing, and I enjoy this game too, but I turned off all the things that I enjoy about the game. Oh well. Oh me. Well, for now, we'll call it. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. Probably during the day even, because I have tomorrow off. But it's been a ride. Good night.